Our yellow line is there is the respiratory rate, and in the middle there is the blood pressure, systolic and diastolic. So it displays, cardiac monitor displays ECG, heart rate, rhythm, blood pressure measurement, systolic, diastolic, pulse oximetry or oxygen saturation, and respiratory rate. Where it is used, it is in the most cases, it's in the emergency, ICU, CCU, and HDU. Third device is the ECG machine. Can look at this one. There's the electrodes, blue color, and green and red, yellow. These are the chest limb leads, and blue are the chest leads. So we have to record the cardiac activity, electricity of the heart, the rate, rhythm, and we look for the ischemia, myocardial infarction, hypertrophy, cardiac arrhythmias, conduction defects, RBB or LBB, heart blocks, first degree, second degree, third degree. This is a Holter monitor. This is to record 24 hours or for 48 hours ECG tape recording. In the center, this is the ECG tape recorder is applied, and there's the electrodes attached to the chest. So the cardiac monitor is used to record the cardiac activity. The ECG recording for 24 hours or 48 hours. It can detect arrhythmias like atrial fibrillation. Sometimes there's a stroke in the patients. We don't find any cause. So there could be the paroxysmal atrial fibrillation, AF, which can be picked from the Holter monitor. Similarly, we have another indication, that is the syncopal attacks or fainting attacks, transient loss of consciousness. This is a definition of syncope. So underlying could be the intermittent heart block, asystole more than 3 seconds. There is no QRS complex for 3 seconds. That can lead to syncope. This is the device, is a defibrillator or DC shock machine. It is usually used for defibrillation and cardioversion. What is the difference between the defibrillation and cardioversion? See, non-synchronized administration of electrical shock, synchronized and non-synchronized. There are the buttons or the display of the defibrillator machine. One is a synchronized and asynchronized. You put the asynchronized or non-synchronized, press it. So the shock will fall on the top of the QRS complex. This is the synchronized, and there's no QRS complex. Then the asynchronized, that will fall anywhere and can revert the cardiac activity. So indications are uses are the pulseless VT, ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest due to VF or resulting in VF. These are the indications or uses of the defibrillator. Then cardioversion. As I told you, the difference is synchronized and asynchronized. So the upper defibrillation is asynchronized or non-synchronized. Means there is no QRS complex, only the ventricular fibrillation or pulseless VT is running. Then you can select the non-synchronized mode. The cardioversion is a synchronized mode. You press the button synchronized, then you will administer the electrical shock, and the uses or indications are supraventricular tachycardia, atrial fibrillation, ventricular tachycardia with pulse, stable VT. So again, supraventricular tachycardia, atrial fibrillation, atrial flutter, and stable VT means ventricular tachycardia with pulse. The other is the unstable VT, which is for the indication for defibrillation. The first one, pulseless ventricular tachycardia, is an indication for defibrillation, and with the pulse ventricular tachycardia is an indication for cardioversion. This is the device, is a echocardiography or echocardiogram. This is simple ultrasound of the heart. In this machine, we can see or look at the structure of the heart, the walls of the heart, right ventricular wall, left ventricular wall, interventricular septum, then the valves, atrioventricular valves and semilunar valves, atrioventricular right, left and semilunar aortic and pulmonary valves. Chamber size is enlarged, dilated or not, hypertrophy, thickened, vegetation and infected endocarditis, pericardial effusion. Then after the structure, we look at the function of the heart, pumping ability of the heart. With the help, we can calculate the left ventricular ejection fraction. This is exercise tolerance test. The persons who have angina on exercise or chest pain on exercise, and you sometimes simple ECG cannot detect ischemia, then you go for the exercise tolerance test. So exercise tolerance test records the electrical activity of your heart while you do the exercise. It's most useful in patients who experience chest pain on effort or exercise. It's also used to detect whether the heart rhythm abnormalities can be brought on by exercise. While you work or jog or run, and there are some extra systoles like PVCs, premature ventricular contraction or atrial contraction. So they can be brought up by the exercise. This device is a pacemaker, heart pacemakers. Is a temporary pacemaker or the permanent pacemaker. So there are the two electrodes or leads is used. This is the diagram. It's a the electrical when and one is put in the atrium, if you see, and the other is the right ventricle. One is the right atrium and the other is the right ventricle. Is the AV sequential pacemaker in which the atrium and ventricular contract to synchronize. This is used in the left. This is used in the cardiac failure or cardiomyopathies. There are two types of the pacemaker. One is a temporary. It's a bridging treatment. It's usually for 72 hours, 48 hours to 72 hours. Then you can change. If persists block, then you can go for the surgery. That's a permanent pacemaker. So permanent pacemaker requires surgical intervention, and it's for a long time. And this temporary pacemaker is for short time, from 48 hours to 72 hours. What are the indications of pacemaker insertion? Number one is a sinus node dysfunction, sick sinus syndrome. Second degree heart block, type 2, Mobius 2. Complete heart block after acute myocardial infarction and after cardiac transplantation. So these are the indications for pacemaker implantation. Coronary angiogram, cardiac catheterization and coronary angiography is the gold standard for the diagnosis of the coronary artery disease, ischemic heart disease, or stenotic or narrowed coronary arteries. If you look at this, the catheters they are introducing. There are two types: right side catheter or catheter. See, this is the diagram of the right coronary artery after injecting the dye. That's iodine usually contrast, and you see is a right coronary here in the middle. This is a narrowing stenotic. So this is a very easily accessible through the X-rays, and you can with the catheter you can split the lesion and clear the passage, and you can put the stent. So coronary angiography is used for, number one is the diagnosis for the coronary artery lesions, stenotic coronary arteries or blocks. Second is the therapeutic. Therapeutic with the coronary artery, PCI, percutaneous coronary intervention, angioplasty and stent. And it is the primary treatment in the centers like Isra University and acute acetylation MI. Okay. Thank you very much. If you have queries, you can ask me, please. Okay. Thanks a lot. For the attendance, just please wait, and they will, Jagdish will come. Okay, just wait 1 minute, please. Jagdish, Ajit. Thank you very much. Thank you.
68 is
Any query will any query